I thought I would come on real quick, y'all, and shoot up another topic because I've been seeing this through my news feed, and I've been seeing a lot of chitter chatter about AI and how we're using AI to do things for us. Little things like our homework, the things that we need to do, the things that we've been doing for the longest as humans, y'all. We've been doing all of this on our own. But for some reason, typewriters came in and replaced writing, you know, and then eCursive came in. The typewriters were in to change that. The typewriters came in so everything could be legitimate printed, right? Printed. And when the last time you even e-cursed something, or you ever signed something, or you ever printed out something? And how long has it been since you wrote something and you looked at your penmanship like, man, I can't write? Well, this is what AI is going to be doing. And maybe some of this stuff was out before AI because technology has moved up, y'all, right? Like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. So technology has moved up and it has changed a lot of things that we used to do that we don't do anymore on our own, like reading. Why read when you could put your earpiece in your ear and you can listen to the audio? You could listen to the audio, just read it out to you, and you just listen to it in your ears and get what you can get out of it through your ears and mind. How you sort it out. So AI has came, and I think AI has been around a little bit because technology has been out the longest. So AI is going to be changing stuff faster because we have adjusted real easily to, like, what, typewriters to computers to fax. We don't even hardly use mail no more because what? We can fax now. So a lot of this technology that's out right now can still be considered maybe AI. Hey, it's quick to send a fax off and get things from what, point A to point B real quick. And technology is good, but that messes with the post office. That messes with other things, waiting on documents. So, man, I remember when paper was starting to build up. Like, share, subscribe, guys. Hi, you guys. So paper was starting to build up, and they wanted to just put everything on hard drives, so we wouldn't have to worry about keeping all this paper around. I'll give y'all a quick short story on this one. So check this out. So I remember I used to do work back and forth at the courthouse. I was a runner, so I did a lot of back and forth work. And I remember going into the courthouses, and I would look behind some of the secretaries, like their desks, and here you go, seeing somebody's ranting into the void here. Hey, get off of here and go somewhere else and move on because I'm not going to stop talking. This is my channel. Get your own. You bots try to come in and ruin. I ain't trying to get your attention. Poof, be gone. You have no say here and tell the world podcast land. Anyway, guys, so back and forth, like doing the courthouse, I used to see all this paper, like files and stuff, like files and stuff used to build up. And okay, cool. If we cool, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Uh, we all trying to grow. We all trying to grow, but we all got to say too. So let's hear each other because I'm reading what you're saying. I want to respect you too as you respect me. It's never no disrespect, and I don't want to argue with nobody. It's all about knowledge. That's all. I'm an old timer who's in y'all new world. That's all I am. So look, so back then in the courthouses, I used to notice that it used to be a lot of files hidden up on the desks and stuff. So a lot of court cases used to come in, and a lot of these court cases would get dismissed. Blessings, thank you. Like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate that. A lot of court cases would get dismissed because they started hiding the paperwork, the files and stuff. And then they started thinking about putting all the court cases files on what? Thumb drives, because it's crazy to go file stuff And when you file it and you pay for all this stuff like summons and complaints, dismissals, and somebody tosses your case out and shit, you probably get, you can slid off free and shit and not get nothing against you. But anyway, so I started hearing that they were gonna do what hard drives to just with the court cases to keep all the files in place. But I don't know if that worked out or not. But you guys notice how terabytes, the 2 terabytes, everything went up to like gigs now. Like the terabytes have went up. So everything has went to bigger gigs, like 1 terabyte, 2 terabytes. So that means that technology, that means that files, that means like files like PDFs, JPEGs and all that stuff, and the colors and everything have gotten bigger. Just the pixels have gotten bigger and stuff. Guys, the games and stuff, that we play, how we get to see the maps. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. But this is what I'm saying. Technology is changing. And what I'm saying about AI is taking away our feelings. Because I noticed when I would write something, and then I let AI rewrite it in an inspirational way, and I didn't see no feelings into what they were writing for me. So when I would write it for myself and do it for myself, I noticed I got better results out of it because I am a human. I have feelings. I'm flesh and blood. So that's what I started noticing about AI, what it can't do. It can't express feelings, y'all. It just can't. It can't give no feelings. No feelings. So there's a point. Uh, what do you like to write? Let's just say this right here. So I write a lot of poems and stuff. I write a lot of inspirational, motivated things. I'll tell you what I write, things like this. So say if I've been through something, meaning I'm older than you, but I know one thing about life. This is how you become wise. Everybody that comes onto this planet is gonna have to most likely repeat what everybody else has been through. That makes me more experienced, not discounting you or your intelligence, because I know you're smart. I know you're intelligent. But sometimes we can be a little bit too smart. You know, we can be a little bit too wise, but sometimes being wise sometimes can be judgmental towards others. So that's why I say, feelings. When feelings are involved, when you're talking and communicating with people, you want to have feelings. And 9 times out of 10, how can we even use AI when our feelings sometimes don't even come out right if we're attacking each other? So we still are a work in progress, but no disrespect, y'all, no disrespect. But this live is just talking about, where AI could be taking us. And just in general, where technology is taking us. We don't use floppy drives no more. We don't use the disc no more. I remember I used to use those floppy disks. I remember I used to use DVDs, CDRs, all that shit. And I thought this shit was going to be around forever. But then before you know it, it started becoming a problem with corporations, with entertainment and stuff. So I realized, during those times that technology just took off. Back then, when Blockbuster was open, you remember the movie where you go get the place you could go rent movies, Blockbusters? They were going HD versus HD versus what was the other one? Blu-ray, Blu-ray versus HD, and then all of a sudden, HD was out of here. Blu-ray wins. But who uses Blu-ray anymore? Some people do. Some people still buy DVDs. But I'm just saying in general, how far do we need AI in our lives? I remember hearing somebody say one time, "Hey, I just had AI to do my resume." I said, "How long would that take?" He said, "About a minute." So in general, I'm just saying, AI looks at their resume. AI changes some things around for you, and technology is good, but I believe we're gonna be cheating ourselves, and I believe America is gonna become too smart with AI. I know AI is just a tool, but with a tool, y'all, that everybody's using, remember, we're just experimenting with this tool, and you're right about that. AI is a tool. Just like Microsoft Word was a tool, because back then we used to write our resume, right? And then all of a sudden Microsoft came out, professional, all of that started coming out, right? It just started coming out. So look, AI or Microsoft eventually took things away from people who could do things for you, or you just learn how to use those tools yourself. I don't think AI is ever going anywhere, and it's going to change humans. Period. Well, man, let's just say technology is changing us. Back then, I used to use cameras to take pictures. Now, back then, when I used to use those pictures, I could send them off by mail. But with these new cell phones, y'all, we can send pictures just like that. Take it, send it just like that. So, in a way, I understand what you're saying. It's a tool, but I, I believe it's using us. Remember, with technology, I'm pretty sure you guys know we are the. I'm not saying it this way. We are something like the rat. We're trying to figure it out and master how to use it. You know, I'll give you a prime example. So Spectrum Cable. So Spectrum Cable got where they got a program that they use for their workers. All the workers that use this program, and the program is used to how to deal with the customer, meaning you. And so if you are able to beat the program, what? Meaning how to use the program, how to read their memos on how to speed up your count, your head counts on how many people you could talk to, how many people you can please. You know, you get that survey afterwards. Could you leave a survey for me? You know, stuff like that. So I knew somebody who mastered Spectrum's tool on how to get to boost their ratings up, to boost their it's like a chart of where they get graded on how quick they talk to the customer, how quick they solve the problem. So once somebody hacked into how to use their program on how to get customers quicker, eventually they use that person to go teach other folks. And then after that, they change the program. They change how to better do customer service for people. Look, a human did do it, but somebody hacked the program where they just knew that doing it a human way is better versus reading a script. You know what I'm saying? How to reach folks. Prime example, Cleo. How Cleo used to reach people through the psychics. She read through them based off of their zodiacs, and she knew how to do one thing. She knew how to deal with their feelings. She knew how they were through their zodiacs. It sounds corny, but trust me, when someone learns how you act, how you behave, and they know how to treat you better, that's kind of like works, right? Like dealing with humans. But sometimes people know how to deal with you in your worst way. That's a hack, right? How they hack and how they do you. Eventually, you're so screwed up, everybody gets a chance to deal with you in a hack way because your spirit of yourself around folks and stuff is easy to read. It's easy to read people's temper tantrums and people who just keep it mellow and stay cool with themselves and don't even blow up. So what I'm saying is, in certain aspects of AI, let's just say AI can't use our feelings. This is what this thumbnail is about. It just can't, especially when it comes to writing. Especially when something just looks too perfect. But when it comes to demonstrating your perfect resume, maybe you can't do the task, but sometimes you can lie on your resume and that will catch up with you based on who did your resume. And you said you could do this, you could do that. I've been through that where I said I could do this, but I really couldn't. I just made up something to get the job, but I needed the job. But I knew eventually it would catch up with me based on me thinking I was too smart. That's all I'm saying about when it comes down to AI. That, you know, most so it can't express our feelings on how we feel. You know, how you want to write something with writers. Remember in Los Angeles, how people were kind of tripping about, script writing and these seasons of different episodes that we like to watch and stuff. How, behind the scene, people knew other things. They blabbed out a little bit about AI writing scripts, but I tried AI out with a script, and this shit was crazy. I came up with a script, a horror script. It wrote that shit out so fast, and I used my name in it. It was just genius what it did. But all I'm saying is that AI, how we could use it, and sometimes it's just too fast, and You're not learning nothing. You're not learning nothing if somebody's giving you the answer, right? Remember the books? Remember how they want to get rid of books, y'all? Things like that. Think about that. If you take all the books away, some people want to sit down and read. Some people's comprehension is like, okay, I can't read, but I can listen. I can't read and it's hard for me to listen, but I can see and learn. Meaning that. Now, I know you're saying AI is not going to go anywhere, but shit, 5 years from here, y'all, we'll see. We will see where AI is going to take us. It's not nothing to just disrespect it because I do use AI. And I do need some ideas sometimes. But sometimes when it gives me things, I'm like, well, that's not the feeling that I want, you know. So sometimes I have to create thumbnails for myself to give the vibe of what I'm trying to express. And most thumbnails that we do use, sometimes it'll be our own personal picture. But what's a thumbnail without a good heading? And that comes from you yourself when it comes to, reaching people. When it comes to marketing, they know how to do it. They know how to market to us. I'll give you another scenario. So I was in this grocery store and this guy was telling me, he said, we spray the food, like the mist in the air, so we could get people to come and buy some of these tasty treats over here, in certain areas, in the produce area and just certain things like treats and stuff like cakes. I was like, really? He was like, yeah, because once you smell it, it stems in your brain and the stimulation and your taste buds and your, your stomach growling. So, meaning they know how to get to us. They know how to kind of like, draw us in, Another example, how grandma would bake cookies and put it by the window to cool off and then you could smell it. The hack of, someone selling something, someone marketing something, someone creating something, colors, anything like that. Look, I don't know it all. I just know that I've noticed how they kind of like draw us in. I'm drawn into colors, right? See this here? I like colors, right? Like I love things that pop out. So I know what draws people in, but I don't use it to manipulate people. That's just my vibe. That's just how I am. That's just the way I come in, my present, my aura, or who I am. That's the way I am. But at the same time, AI right now, when it comes to feelings, let's just say when it comes to words, it really can't express the way I want to express things. Now, it may trick some people, but that's just the hype. That's just the trend, right? That's just the trend. Remember how on YouTube they were using AI to do some of their videos? I'm like, man, that sounds like a robot. And this robot's too damn smart. I want to hear the stuttering. I want to see the spitting. I want to, come on now. And even AI was misleading folks because people set it up and created it to mislead people. Like down the pipeline, it could do that. They can even create people on AI, like ourselves, somebody like me, to, demonstrate something and mislead people. I could be an AI, but I'm not because you can see my hair particles. Yeah, look at there, you can see that. And plus, on top of that, I can say, ouch. So, with that being said, y'all, I'm just saying, where are we going with this? And could AI take away our personal feelings? That's all I'm saying. Like how we express it. And remember, AI is a tool, but it's not a human. It's just a tool. But could a tool be a weapon used against us? Could a tool be something that, like AI, could just do everything for us and make the brain? Look, with AI, you're not gonna need this body. You may not even need your brain because it's going to be doing everything for you, thinking for you, taking things naturally away from you. Remember, your brain stimulates off of things that you do, things that you say, things that you just see in general. Like, what is your mind feeding off of and what intrigues you, good or bad, stuff like that. Let's read here. Yeah, it's definitely how you use it. And I try to avoid videos that have been made 100% by AI. A lot of these false knowledge, there's a lot of false knowledge out there. It is, and trust me, I used AI when it came to writing, and I said, you know what? Let me see I wrote something inspirational, and I let AI did it, and I'm like, man, that's just not the way I feel it. So when I did it myself again, like I used it, but way they said it was different. But I just put out what I wrote, and I got better reaction off of it. So I know from my own experience with the tool, I know what it can't do. It can't give me love. Remember, you asked, I got a video up asking Siri, do you love me? And Siri couldn't tell me that. It said, if you want me to, I will. What? I need feelings. I need love. I need touch. But at the same time, let's just say we could use AI when we're in a hurry, when we're trying to do things, and maybe in some cases. But remember, don't let everything that's a button do things for you, because eventually it does play out. And this may be real expensive using AI, because what's the future with AI right now? Remember, the typewriter came out when we were writing, and everybody started getting typewriters. This is during my time, and typewriters were popular. Then all of a sudden, the computers came out, y'all. The computers came out, and once they came out, shit, you saw typewriters and stuff getting thrown away. So we didn't need it no more. Remember, maybe this is just me. So when I write something, I'm like, damn, yeah, who still writes? But like I say, the same way about the debit card, the same way about the what? The credit card, the same way with cash. Who's using cash anymore? I still use some cash, but sometimes when you go to the counter, they look at you funny with cash. Remember, technology is moving up. You just swipe with the card. Apple Pay, Samsung Pay. You do all that stuff right there. So it is taking things away from us that we used to do, touch, things that we like to have. Back then, I knew people used to save money, but shit, you don't have to do it no more. It's all here on my debit card. It's all here on my credit card. I know, because I can go online and I can check. So that's all I'm saying about the AI tool. Like, see how you use it and how it's best for you. Meaning, don't let it take everything about you, how you developed yourself to be when it comes down to using it. Meaning, don't let it use you. You use it, right? Yeah. AI steal a lot of people's work. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And will try to sell your variations of one of your designs. Hell yeah. Definitely with that. And matter of fact, with Siri, remember how it listens to how you talk, how you think. So it's already thinking with you. So we're actually I'm just not saying it this way, but I'm using it as a metaphor. They're using us as rats to just experiment with it. Lab rats. We're just experimenting with it. That's all. Once you learn the hack of it, it gets bored and you find out that, it's not useful to you anymore. But on top of that, think about that. Look at all the video games we played and look how it changed based on colors and remote controls and things like that. You look at your old stuff and go back and play it, you're like, oh man, why did I play that? I remember getting this cell phone here and stuff. And I remember how it pulled me in with the colors. But then once I got used to it, it started to look like my old phone. But this is how they pull you in. That's all I'm saying, guys. Don't let it change you. Hey, I know some of this stuff is not going to be around a long time, but I'm just saying. I know technology is moving at a speed of rate, but I'm just saying, don't let it take your feelings away. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, guys, I thought I would come on live and just talk and see how everybody was doing and have a subject to talk about. Plus, on top of that, YouTube wants me to do more live videos too. So I got to show my real face. Okay. YouTube wants me to do more videos, to show my real face, to show my face in the live. Anyway, guys, you guys have a blessed day, and thank you for coming on. I appreciate you guys. And oh, by the way, like, share, and subscribe. Share the channel, whatever, please. It's all love. I can take the disrespect. I can take all of that. It's all love, y'all. It's all love. You heard it first.